The Senate on Thursday passed the revised 2020 budget of 10.8 trillion naira. The new budget is slightly higher than the 10.5 trillion naira approved in December 2019. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, yesterday the House of Representatives demanded for details of all the funds donated by the federal government to states from the Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris. The House also demanded for details of funds allocated to the NCDC and other relevant ministries tackling the COVID-19 pandemic in the country, as well as all the donations made to the government by individuals and organizations. The directive was issued by the chairman of House Committee on Public Accounts, Oluwole Oke, at a meeting convened to determine how much had been spent so far from the funds allocated to fight the pandemic. At number 9, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has warned politicians in Edo and Ondo states against disrupting the coming governorship elections. Yakubu said if the processes of the September 19th and October 20th elections were disrupted, there will be no declaration of winners. At number 8, the federal government has vowed to henceforth bring the full weight of the law on rapists, describing the rising cases of sexual assault in the country as embarrassing. It has therefore sought to domesticate the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 in states for rapists to face severe punishments for their actions. Pauline Tallen, the Minister of Women Affairs, said the government made the decision following a memo presented by her ministry at the virtual Federal Executive Council meeting held yesterday. At number 7, on Thursday, North Korea rebuked the US for criticizing its decision to cut communication links with South Korea, warning it to stay out of inter-Korean affairs if it wanted to ensure a smooth presidential election. The warning was made in a statement by the North Korean Director General of the Department of US Affairs, Kwon Jong-un, who described the double-dealing attitudes of the US as disgusting. At number 6, floods and mudslides hit South China on Thursday, killing thousands of people and leaving dozens missing. According to reports from the state media, the torrential downpours unleashed floods and mudslides that caused nearly 230,000 people to be relocated and destroyed more than 1,300 houses. Popular tourist sites were also damaged and about 1,000 hotels were flooded. At number 5, the Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed the suit challenging the deregistration of political parties in Nigeria. The judge, Anwuli Chikere, dismissed the suit filed by 32 political parties who said the Independent National Electoral Commission lacked the power to deregister them. Justice Chikere ruled that INEC rightly deregistered the parties because they failed to meet constitutional requirements that determine the continuous existence of political parties in Nigeria. At number 4, Yemi Osibanjo, the Vice President of Nigeria, presented a well-prepared post-COVID-19 economic sustainability plan to President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday. This was disclosed by Osibanjo's Senior Special Assistant of Media and Publicity, Laolu Akande. The said plan will help reduce the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on Nigeria's economy, fortify businesses, retain and create jobs. At number 3, the Nigerian Shippers Council has resumed rail operations to ensure the evacuation of trapped cargoes to the APM terminal in Lagos Port. The Executive Secretary of the NSC, Hassan Bello, said the evacuation was done to decongest the terminal and allow exported goods gain access into the port. At number 2, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has vowed to begin the prosecution of Senator Rochas Okorocha, the former governor of Imo State, upon the conclusion of its ongoing investigation. This was disclosed by the zonal head of EFCC Port Harcourt, Mr. Imam Usman. The commission noted that it had already returned over 2.7 billion naira from the 7.9 billion naira recovered from different bank accounts and assets owned by Okorocha to the state for payment of workers' salaries and pension. Several properties worth billions have also been forfeited to the federal government. Finally, at number 1, the Senate on Thursday passed the revised 2020 budget of 10.8 trillion naira. The new budget is slightly higher than the 10.5 trillion naira approved in December 2019. The increase in the budget cost is as a result of the impact of the coronavirus pandemic, which has triggered a change in the oil price and weakening of the country's currency. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay safe. That's all for now. See you next time on What's Happening.